Hi class. So in recent times I've been seeing this thing like everywhere I go. I'm hearing people saying it, I'm seeing it. Do you know that there's a way something can be happening around you? You never really put any meaning to it until one day, once upon a time, one day you just notice that it sinks in, and then suddenly you start seeing it, hearing it everywhere, seeing it everywhere, hearing it from the mouth of everyone. For instance, if you have set your eyes to buy a certain car, suddenly you start seeing people driving the car everywhere. Okay, it's not as if initially there was no that car, that people were not driving it on the road, but you really never took interest in that particular car like that. But because it has now become a reality to you, probably you have already bought it, you suddenly start seeing it. I remember when my husband bought me my second car. Yeah, he first of all bought me a fast car. That was back in 2018, and that was a commercial car. I told him I needed a commercial car for business, okay? And the person I allocated that car to was not bringing returns. So that's how I decided to sell that car. Then he bought me a personal ride. That was somewhere in 2021, yeah. And then something happened that suddenly, when he bought me these two cars, both the commercial and the other one, I started seeing them in everywhere and anywhere. It's not as if they were not there before, but suddenly they became my reality. So I was reading this book. This book is called Born to Win by David Oyedepo. Okay, and there's something that stood out to me. So if you check this book, we have chapter 5. Chapter 5 talks about a born winner. How are you a born winner? So even before I went further, something stood out to me. There is a quotation after the paragraph. I'll just quickly read it through for you, then I'll read the paragraph and tell you why I'm trying to share this with you on a Sunday like this. He said, by virtue of our birth, we have been declared winners. We must understand that we have a winning covenant with God and Father, the Father. He has destined us to win, and as such, we are not meant for failure and defeat, but for great exploits in victory. There is no fight, however fierce, no battle, however tough, that we cannot overcome. We can have as many victories as the battle we have. As long as we abide in God and know Him intimately, with this our degree of exploits is unlimited. Because they now wrote a quotation Bible verse, Daniel 11:32. They said, the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits. Now, why am I sharing this with you? As I just read the paragraph now, there's a place, if you were keen enough, you might have heard me say or read, we have as many victories as the battles we have. Everybody in life has battles, okay? So like as I started this video, I said there's something I've been hearing everybody saying. So what I've been hearing everybody saying, reading everybody posting is, if you believe, it becomes your reality. If you believe, it becomes your reality. And let me tell you, for the past like 3 months roughly, I've been believing, and everything has just been going easy. And that made me realize one thing. Sometimes we pray. It's not like we don't pray. But when you pray, after the prayer, what next? Do you believe what you have prayed for? Because the difference between you and somebody that all their prayers are being answered is that person prays and believes they receive. That's why the Bible normally say that believe that you receive and you shall have it. Now, for instance, today's sermon, they told us about this woman, the woman of the issue of blood. Is a story that I've been reading in the Bible ever since I was a kid, okay? And today it made a different sense to me, totally different sense to me. And funny enough, I've been praying like that for a while. Something with me is, anytime I start praying in a certain way, or praying about a certain battle or a certain thing, suddenly that's what they talk about in church. Suddenly that's what I hear. So suddenly I read books. That's what I see. That's what I read. You get? So they said that this woman believed that if only I can touch the hem of his garment, I'll get healed. And people were surrounding this guy. She could not just go and meet Jesus one-on-one. Do you get? And she has battled with this sickness. She has tried to stay with it and it was not working. So she just believed in her heart that if only I can touch the garment of this guy's gown, I'm going to get well. And when she touched the garments, okay, of the gown of Jesus, that's how she got healed. And then Jesus noticed that virtue left him, and it was like, somebody touched me. Who touched me? And the disciples were like, people have been touching you, sir. What do you mean, who touched you? People are surrounding you. Everybody is squeezing themselves. They want to see you. Everybody is seeing you. Everybody wants to see you. So everybody, of course, everybody is touching everybody, and everybody must have touched you. And he said, no, there is a particular person that touched me because I felt virtue leaving me. Do you get? And then the woman now came out straight, and she said, it is me, sir. It's me that touched you. And this is the reason why I touched you. And even before they preached about that in today's sermon, just like I think 3 days ago, I was listening to Pastor Stephanie Ike Okafor, and she said the same story about the woman. And she said probably the woman had prayed, yes, and she wanted healing, and she kept going to hospitals because she still had money to take care of. Somebody will give them opinion, somebody will tell her, oh, if you go and see this doctor, this your problem will finish. And most of us, we are in such a situation. We have problems that somebody is referring you. We are doing referee. If you see this doctor, this your problem must finish, the end has come to it, and then you keep on trusting them and nothing happens, and your money keeps going, it keeps draining you. So why am I doing this video? I'm just doing this video to remind you today that being prayerful is not enough. What's important is, do you believe when you pray? What you pray for, do you believe that you receive it? Because even if you pray from today till next year, if you do not believe you receive it, it will never, high chances are it will never come to you. You remember in the Bible, most stories of Jesus healing somebody, anytime they were leaving, he would tell them, go, your faith has healed you. Why? Because it all starts with faith. It all starts with faith. If you believe you have it, you have it. If you believe you have that job, you have that job. If you believe you get married, you get married. Let me tell you, from my background, I came out from a family where ladies were getting pregnant from primary 6, 7. They're already pregnant in their father's house. And I pray to God and I say no. I know normally I'm a fine girl, not to brag, but I can't. I don't want to get pregnant in my father's house. And I don't want to get pregnant with somebody that will not give birth, will not take care of the children. I don't want to get it wrong. And this is not to brag. Let me tell you, nobody is praying for a divorce. But I can boast of the fact that I'm very certain that the man I married, even if we were not together today, he can never forsake his children. Do you get? So what you pray for is what you get. What you believe, what you pray for and believe is what you receive. I believed God that I'll get married at 25, and I got married at 25. I believed God that I will have a child, firstborn as a son, because Nigerian husbands, if you know them, if you don't have a male child, they will just give your husband second wife. Do you get? Straight. So I believe God that I will have the firstborn as a son, and he did. And I believed him I'll have a secondborn as a daughter, and he did. Because I prayed, but not only prayed, but I believed that I received it. And I believed God that I'll marry a Nigerian man. Those who grew up with me, they know. They will tell you that you've always liked Nigerian people since the days of home videos. You've always liked Nigerian people. You look like them. You behave like them. Do you get? So I believe. So the keyword in today's class is believe. I just felt the need to come and tell you that if you are praying, believe. That your neighbor, that things are happening to them and they are not happening to you, the only difference between you and them is that they believe more. You pray, but your faith is weak. But when you pray and you believe you receive it, even when you don't see that you have received it, because faith is the evidence of things not seen. If you believe that you have received it, even if you have not received it, you believe that rent has been paid, even when you still don't see the money. If you believe the sickness is gone, even when you still don't see the healing. If you believe the school fees has been paid, even if you still don't see the money, you will receive it. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Like, share, do all some good stuff. Comment down below. Let me know your experience with prayers and belief, and I'll see you guys.